Hey, Joe Appio here for Tech in 60. We normally bring you the latest gizmos and gadgets in 60 seconds or less. Although this time we're going to extend that because we're going to talk about the new Apple iPad. And I think it warrants more than 60 seconds. Let's go through. I made a quick list of things I wanted to discuss. There's so many things on this device, so we have to really be, we're going to go through them quickly and concisely. Okay, first of all, let's figure out who you are. Are you a mobile professional, such as a salesman? Are you a real estate agent? Are you a someone who needs this for research? Someone who travels a lot in their car, truck, that may access the GPS and other features. A GPS unit, keep in mind, if you don't have one built in or you haven't bought one, a good one could cost a couple $100. So there you go, right off the bat. If you're spending $4.99 on the basic unit, you've got a book reader, a GPS, and so much more for $4.99. Although, the base unit, if you're a true techie, do you really want the base unit for $500? I don't know. I mean, first of all, there's no camera on any of them yet. And this kills me about Apple because you know in 3 months or close to Christmas time, they're going to release one that's maybe cheaper with a camera. So, those people that have suffered and waited online will now have an obsolete item. I hate that. I really do. Then if you're a true techie also, you're probably going to want the 3G version because you're going to want to not only use this in Starbucks and Wi-Fi zones, like I say, in your car, on a train, anywhere where you can get a 3G signal. I know from using the Sprint cards, the AT&T cards, the Verizon cards, they're very useful in a pinch. You can tether them to devices, like your Blackberries and your iPhones. You can tether them to gaming and all this type of thing, so it's really valuable. Okay, so now we're looking at $829 if you're a true, right? If you're a true techie and you really want all the bells and whistles. But then you're going to want to buy the Apple iCare, right? That's $99. You're going to want to buy a case, right? You have to protect this investment, right? That's another $69, $79, $100, depending on the style of case, leather, pleather, whatever you get. Okay, now you're over $1,000. You're talking about it's a great book reader, right? Probably challenges the Kindle, except in sunlight situations. I think the Kindle black and white will look better in the sunlight. You ever bring a laptop out if you're studying in college or something on the grass. You want to laptop never really plays well visually in the sunlight. Okay, so now you're talking about subscriptions. Yeah, sure, you can get base subscriptions to ESPN, to Time Magazine, to New York Times, to Wall Street Journal for free. But then if you want the real good articles, the archive stuff, you're going to have to pay. All right, so now there's subscriptions to magazines and stuff add to this, right, to justify this thing. And the books. It's a great book reader, you're going to have to buy books, right? The new books, you want new releases. So I know, as a parent of two, I have the best intentions. I go to bookstores, I love the feel of books, I buy books, maybe I start reading them, and then distractions happen with the kids, so on and so forth, and they go on the shelf, and it's like rainy day, when I get older, when I have time, I'll read these books. So you have to be somebody with time and money for this device. Let's think about it right now. Or a professional, a mobile professional, okay? Now, it doesn't work with Flash, right? This could be because of their war with Adobe, or it could be that Flash is notorious for crashing things like Mozilla Firefox and Mac applications. Whatever it is, a combination of two, perhaps. There's no Flash. So a lot of applications on the web are Flash-based, right? So don't expect this device to be everything to everyone. While I was at ABC, everyone always wanted the killer device, right? That did everything, that cooked your dinner, for God's sakes. Forget it. If you want something lightweight, you're not going to get something that's everything to everyone. People have personal tastes, colors, feel, style, size. You're not going to get one device that fits all. I'm sorry. This hat fits all. Remember those? One size fits all. Those were like the ugliest hats in the world. Those never work. The stylized ones, the personalized ones, cost like 10 times more for a reason. Okay. Now, so we're talking, if you're a serious techie, we're talking like $1,200 investment plus subscriptions per year, right? I mean, $1,200 plus subscriptions. So you're looking at maybe over the life of this thing, $2,000, $3,000 investment. Okay, cables and all this extra stuff you want to buy, frills to connect to cameras and such and such. Okay. I would wait if I were you. if the camera is important, if other things are important, and you want to work out the kinks, I would wait 3, 4, 5 months. You've waited all this time. Unless your business, depends on it, I would wait. However, I think this is a device that's going to do very well. Probably break 1 million within, I'm going to be conservative, 2 weeks. It's probably going to be less. I'll say 2 weeks, right? It's going to do quite well. It's got so much buzz in marketing. Apple is so intelligent with their marketing. Jobs, of course, is the lead profiteer, or profit, I should say, not profiteer, or well, both. I think we can say both. He's formed alliances with Bob Iger from Disney. He sits on the board of Disney, and of course, there's tons of apps coming out that are kid-oriented as well, which is very interesting. That you're going to put a $500 to $1,000 device in the hands of a kid. I don't know. I mean, my daughter picked up my BlackBerry last week and chucked it and cracked the screen, and that's like a $200 device. So I'd be very wary of giving this to her without, rubber padding surrounding her. Look, the bottom line is this is a sexy device. It's going to sell quite well. Just think about who you are. If you have a bunch of laptops and desktops, if you want this device, sell them. Make some money to buy this device. Give them away, because you're going to have to constantly update these devices. Are you going to be able to use all these devices? You're going to feel kind of crazed having 5 laptops in this. You're going to feel kind of guilty spending that kind of money if you have all these devices that still work. A little older, not as sexy, not as mobile, but still do the job. So, but I think you still have to keep, of course, your powerful laptop or desktop, and you still have to carry around your phone with you. This is not going to replace that. But overall, it's a device that's going to do quite well. I see myself getting one probably 2nd or 3rd generation. And I think Apple has nothing to worry about. It's going to do quite well. Look, I think the initial sales will surge. It'll die out a little bit as people maybe complain, or the realization of the cost that's in, because we are in a recession after all. But the bottom line is, Steve Jobs is a terrific marketer, and every show that I've turned on, even the non-news shows, have had these things in their hands. So what that means is his people have made sure that they get as much free publicity as possible, and they've gotten like millions of dollars of free publicity off of this. Anyway, join us next time on Tech in 60, where we bring you the latest, stylish, sexy, and practical devices that suit your everyday needs or your whimsical ones. This has been Joe Appio. Thank you.